Whenever and wherever I've been, I've always been drawn to water. After the Rio Olympics, there was no plan to go back into rowing. I'd gone unbeaten for 50 races. I had 2 Olympic golds. I didn't feel there was anything else I needed to do. I thought there would have to be a really good reason for me to return. I was travelling the world with my husband, and then I had Logan, and then I had the twins. Why would I go back? Right from the start, my husband's support was crucial. However, when he needed to go away for work, I had to try to find a way to balance it all. So when the babies had a nap, I would get onto the rowing machine. Exercise has always been my way of therapy, my headspace. After a few weeks, I could feel that I was getting a lot fitter. My times were actually surprisingly good. And I started to think, what if? Is it impossible? I haven't trained for 4 years. I've been called a mum for the last couple of years of my life. And now I'm thinking about trying to do something that no British woman has done before. I was just really inspired by the fact that I could look at my little girl, Bo, and my 2 little boys and think, I could show you something. I could physically show you what it takes to make your dreams come true. At this stage, it was just a fantasy. But whenever I sat on the rowing machine again, I started thinking about it more and more. If it carried on, then I could be the first woman in British rowing history to make the Olympic team after having children. As new mum, it was more of a challenge to get out of the house to train. I was physically fatigued. It was tough. But I gave myself the goal of keeping going till Christmas. And that worked, and I rejoined the rowing team. I made the announcement on social media. As soon as I opened up my inbox, it was full of the most incredible messages and the most motivating surge of support I could ever imagine. And this thing that I had started for my children suddenly became about not only other people's children, but other mothers, other families, other people who had experienced difficulties in lockdown. The one that really hit the hardest was a mother who had been going through cancer treatment and had been inspired by my story. I just think it's incredible that you can have an impact like that on somebody's life. Even just one person, I feel like it justified the whole of this journey. This year has been really tough for everybody, and I really hope that in doing what I've done, it can really show to people, look, if you look at what you're passionate about, what you care about, and feel the ambition, I really hope the toughness of this year will give people that toughness to really address what they want to do. Before, my life was rowing. Now rowing's a part of my life that I'm really proud of, but I can also leave behind when I'm a mum. It's not all of me anymore, and I think that actually makes me a better role model. So when I said before I didn't really have a reason to come back, well, now I do. I used to be this selfish athlete, but what inspired me this time round was first off looking into the eyes of my little girl and wanting to show her what she could be. And then all of the other people following my journey. I never thought of myself as a leader, but if I am one, then what I want to show is that you can do those things that you really feel passionate about.